Hello, everybody, and welcome to Smitty Streams RPGs. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Smitty Streams RPGs. Now, if you notice, you won't see my picture lurking around here on the screen. It's because I've decided to do this a little bit differently. Since this is an RPG, I'm going to kind of be playing this as we go along. And I am going to be picking this up occasionally when we can. And hopefully you guys will be interested in watching as I play through. The first game that I'm going to be playing through is Legends of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Now, I've heard a lot about this game from role players in the past who say that it is one of the largest, best series out there that you could be playing for an RPG. And I love playing RPGs. I'm not always the best at them. Sometimes I go straight through the story and I don't do side quests and things like that. That may annoy you, you may not annoy you. But hopefully you'll find it a little bit interesting as we get started with it. My commentary might be few and far between because I'll be just as engrossed in the story as you are. I'll make my commentary every now and then, but I hope you enjoy this. And we're going to get started with the Legends of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Normal, average difficulty for those wanting a little challenge. Hard, a difficult setting for those who find normal a bit lacking. And Nightmare, it's your funeral. May Aidios be with you. That is not me. I'm going to go with normal because I am a weakling. So here we go. Oh, this is such a nice standard RPG setting. Who's that? She has a nice little salad. Daddy's really late. Oh no, Daddy, no. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. Where's Daddy? Where'd Daddy go? And Shira's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training? I'm so bored! Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit before dinner. Oh, honey, be careful. Hey, I'm home! Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Ain't that the truth? Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now, why don't you come have a look? A boy! What? Well, here you are. Well, that's an interesting present to give to a girl. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? So don't you think it's a little soon to be getting this girl, young men to be with? What? Achoo! Why is my present a boy? Well, I was wondering the same thing. Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Wow. Were you expecting a dead boy to be held in his arms? Looks kind of dead if you ask me. Well, apparently you were expecting it to be dead. I treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. Well, she changed real quick. It's an interesting little turnaround there. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. Boy, does he. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. Ladies. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah. Who's this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate something or... Wow, this girl is quite advanced. Did you betray Mommy? Holy smokes! Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Scherazard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. Where, really? And I don't even know his name. Oh, you mean Bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Wow. His eyes really are the color of amber. Silence. Yes, I love that line too. Why is my present a boy? Yes, that is quite the fun line. Well, where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. Silence. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me out there to die? Well, that's a very dour way to look at things. Why, now, that's a question I don't know how to answer. Well, okay. Does things just work out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Well, he knows who you are, that's for sure. Yeah. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Apparently he didn't. Hey! Well, just jump on a boy, why don't you? You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just going to make it take longer for your body to heal. I don't know if you understand how physics of a body works. If a person's talking, it doesn't necessarily affect how their body heals, but we'll go with it because it's Japanese and why not? Silence. Well, he took that to heart. And just who are you supposed to be? Well, a girl for one. I'm Estelle. Well, thank you. Estelle Bright. Thank you very much. She's my daughter. Why, I hope so. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Well, now that you mention it. Wait a minute, don't try and change the sub... Well, he's definitely not going to heal if you keep jumping on him like that. Ow! Quit yelling. Alright, ready. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. That's what I just said. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? I should be very emphatic about that. Never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing that people call you? Oh, I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do, if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Silence. Fine. My name is... And here's where I'm going to turn, I believe, to Twitch. Maybe? Do I get a name entry? Do I get a name entry screen? The music's lovely. Am I supposed to be seeing anything during this musical interlude? The program is not responding. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh, I got the codec crash. Well, that's interesting. Let's try this one more time. Going into config and disable movies, but I love the movies. Oh. Pooh. Alright, we'll disable the movies. Let's see here. Let's exit the game the hard way. We'll configure this game properly. and then we'll be right back with you. Let's see if this works. Alright, so I'm going to zip through these messages since we've seen them all already. Don't worry, we'll get through all this intro text really quickly. She likes to jump on that boy. Here we go. We don't get to name him? What kind of nonsense is that? Someone's cooking in the kitchen. Someone's sleeping in the bed. It is so bright in here. Well, we've grown up a little bit. That's exactly how I feel. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. Wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Oh, is his name Joshua? Oh, I guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then, too. Aw, he plays the harmonica. Such a lovely skill to have. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have eggs under their eyes. Not that I mind, but with that siren song of yours, gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. Tisk, tisk, tisk. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light, because of course it is. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. That's probably going to come into importance soon enough, I'm sure. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Well, hey now. Boys. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? Boys. All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is going to be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? Boys. That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay, I'm on my way. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we've finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in training. Don't you remember Scherazard saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Wait, crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kinda remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it, I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. Aww, sad Papa. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely get it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Scherazard's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about rotten-styled scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs. You're right. Just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. Ha ha ha. Dad joke. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. But I can't actually say that he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberl news from the general goods store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberl news from the general goods store. And I got 500 Mira. Nice. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, Dad. Thanks. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Scherazard my regards. And I finally have control. So, I'm going to do some exploring here. Because I like exploring. I'm going to see what kind of things they have to be able for me to open. If there are any crates I can smash, books I can read, things along those lines. Yoink. Ooh, what we got? Got something here. What is it? That wasn't interact. Okay, okay. Got it. Anything else? Anything else? Probably go to his chest. No. Box? No. Staff? No. Okay. Sure, if there are any Easter eggs, please feel free to share. I'll be glad to look at them. And we'll all enjoy them together. This game handles very nicely. Interact with all three trading posts outside, then interact with the southernmost one a second time. Ah. Training posts. Now we can find those training posts. That'd be even more awesome. Well, that's the way out. We don't want to do that yet. Here we go. Oh, stupid Joshua. Nice. That's a nifty little hidden doodad. I'm sure there's plenty more like that around here. Elise Highway. Ah, good old overworld music. I love it. It's very nice, very pretty. What do we have here? West Bright House, okay. And North Roland, 49 Selge. South Grun Gate, 259 Selge. Well, I think we're going to go north here. City of Roland. Oh, the icons got so small and cute. Oh, look at them. Oh, now we're big. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you would expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Schera. Schera? Schera? Yeah. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Schera at the Bracer Guild over there then. Alright, alright. Let's see here. Doors. General goods store. Let's get that newspaper. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stregas? Unbelievable. You've already actually forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberl news for Dad, right? Ha ha ha! Of course. Yeah. Haha, you've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid the new Stregas aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liberl news, though, I should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. I'm sure you will. Hey, don't mind us. We're just walking around your house. I'm gonna check all your drawers for money, you know. Let's talk to you. The morning air is so crisp and fresh. Let's see, it's about time I water my lovely flowers. Well, okay. Keep staring out that window. Flowers, flowers, flowers. How nice. Alright, I think that's it. Let's head out of here. Changes perspective altogether. Orbital Factory. That's not where we need to go. Bracer Guild. This is what we want. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Aina. Morning. Is Shara here already? Yep, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Here we go. Silence. The star and the hanged man. The hermit and the magician. And last of all, inversion through the wheel of fortune. And this is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Morning, Shara! Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Joshua! Shara's picking on me! Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how you use an orbment with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I could do now except hope for the best. Hold on a second, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now, that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Well, here comes the training montage. What would you like to know about? Let's start off at the beginning. Let's learn about orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Okay? Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magics, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. Sweet. Let's learn about the bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. Okay, let's learn about the Liberl Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberl, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Looking at the map, okay. The western half of the Zemurian continent. I see. Okay. Liberl is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberl in protecting its independence, as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberl was invaded by the Aerobian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberl enjoys peace. Ah, so. Okay, well, that's all of it. Let's see, since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Well, thank you. Shara, how is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure you have your work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that is seriously what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. The first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there is something that we need to give to both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. Oh, what are we going to get? What are we going to get? Huh? I'm excited, 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 I'm excited. These are very important, so make sure to not lose them. A bracer notebook. Ooh. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Honestly, from everything known about Estelle at this point, it seems like it would be a much better way to teach her than at a desk, like way better. Yes, she seems like that she's the type of character who's going to be kicking ass and taking names and worrying about sorting the rest of it out later. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. Why, yes, there is. There are 4, actually. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, a exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. Okay. We're selecting the job names on the list. You can view their details. Sweet. So let's go over to the bulletin boards. Retrieval. Scherazard pays 500 mira. It is a direct request. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. See Scherazard for details. Okay. Books tab of the items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a bracer book shortcut on the configuration menu. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Well, I mean, it just involves, like, looking at it. So that if looking is a prerequisite for being a bracer, job well done. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Had to change of heart, have you? You betcha! Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Well, we just hop right there, huh? Here is where you will learn how to use an Orbital's Factory's services. at an orbital factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use your orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here?
No problem. Leave everything to me. So what is it that you would like to know about?
Let's learn about orbments.
Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal attitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an orbital factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of sepith too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So, what is it that you would like to know about? Let's learn about the orbital arts. Simply put, orbital arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbital factory. Orbments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending upon the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I've described, but I think this information should suffice for now. So what is it we'd like to know about? Quartz. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide whether you will be installing it ahead of time. So what is it you would like to know about? Sepith. Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types: earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, and mirage. Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere, but at the orbital factory it can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbment slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. So what is it you would like to know about? Eve. Ooh, that's a mouthful. It looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepith. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular ordnance. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally at a shop, you'll be able to exchange sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service. Okay, talk with this. Modify your trade, use for... Okay. How you doing? Okay, good work so far. You go pick your Freddy Oliver. Okay, Freddy. Freddy, where's Fred? Freddy, talk to me. Talk to me, Freddy. Modifier trade. Okay. Here we get to the first part of creating stuff. Let's open a slot. And Estelle. I see. Alright, I don't think I'm going to open a slot in her. Let's take it to Joshua.
he's got one open too, so we should be able to actually make a quartz. Let's try that. I have a feeling that we're going to need to make an attack. And action. Alright, so now let's go back to the slots. Okay, they're already open. Let's equip. Alright, that's the first one. Okay. Alright, looks like you're able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install a quartz into your orbments so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Okay, so I need recovery, which means I need another slot. Huh. Alright, so I can't craft anything else. Let's see if that gives us what we need to. Both recovery and attack arts. Alright, what am I missing? Water. It looks like water. Okay. I've got a time slot in there for him. Maybe she needs something else. Maybe she needs... Oh, okay. Additionally, your bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot. Oh, the more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up all slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Now I want you to use this Sepith and open a slot on each of your orbments. Okay. Alright. Huh. Okay, I guess Estelle only gets to open up one slot. Move on to what you've been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Haha, let's right into the fray. Head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for it. Oh, shush. How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Oh, she's just freaking dragging her out of the building. Joshua, help me! Thanks for all your help, guys! Don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you! I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua! All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on that bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and? And I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh, divine Idios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All these horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try not to look at least a little too anxious? Just so you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident then about how proving you are and just not blowing hot air with the results of your test. Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Roland sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let your guard down, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tier Bomb. Monster Guide. What's this book for? It's called a Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about the monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've got a really good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's a pretty useful advice. Thanks for this tip, Schera. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure to treat it as such. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and I'm going to drop in another orb. I'm going to give her attack because I like that. And I'm going to save here. I like that you can save anywhere. That's good. Oh, monster. Wait a minute, Estelle. There appears to be a recovery point over there, so we should use it if our EP or HP become low. Ah. Well, we don't need that right now. Do I? Ah, sure. Meow, zippity zap. Sweet. Come here, bug. What are you? Hello, my friend. Ah, okay. Oh yeah. Okay, battle order bar. Got it. Attack. Aha. Get over here. Hoi. Yeah. Nope, can't do it. You're gonna hit me? Nope, okay. Ah, it's a tactics type of game. I see. Hoi! Hoi! End of the fight. Excelente. I win.
Good to go.
Juicy bone. Ladies. Bugs! Bees! Not that bees! Alright, we're gonna use arts. Love the music. I'm grooving over here, seriously. Damn! Damn!
Alright, we rule!
Darn straight we rule. Crisp onions. Moving on. Oh, we got this guy from behind. Crafts. Crafts of other effects besides dealing that damage are worth a shot. Roger. Limited range may be used instantly. CP is gained by dealing out or receiving damage during battle. Okay, we're going to try crafts this time. Crafts are specific character skills which not only deal out damage but also have a broad range of effects. Crafts use CP. Alright, CP is gradually gained by dealing out. Okay. Let's do a craft. Can't pummel, but I can give morale.
Come on!
Strength up. Nice. Dual strike. Hoi! Hoi! Goodbye. Zoink. Hey! Well, that battle's a little OP.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Bug there. Let's see what's down here. Chest. The chest is empty because of you. Nice work, hero. I was told that when you look into a chest after you've opened it, that you'll get little funny messages. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure. Let's go up this way. Locked. Okay. Well, it was worth a try. Come here, bug. Another creepy thing. I wish there was an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an ladies, using an S-craft or S-break should do the trick for just about any enemy. The catch is our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of these moves. It can only be unleashed when the CP gauge is above 100. S breaks are actions which allow S crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order. S crafts, which are unleashed as S breaks, can be changed by going to tactics and then set S break within the main menu. Okay. Let's see what one of these things look like. Okay, there are actions which allow S crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order once the CP gauge has reached 0. S crafts, which will be used as S breaks, can be changed by going to tactics and menu. Okay. Press the break button to unleash a break attack. An S break cannot be unleashed under the keyboard. You may use 1 to 4 number keys and the arrow keys to select before unleashing it. Sure. Oh. Well then. Huh.
Let's do this!
Get it? There we go.
That's that.
Easy peasy.
Let's move out.
Juicy bone, ladies, and a curative horn. Okay. I think we do need to heal. Here we go. Let's go. What's down this way? A wall. Okay, that doesn't help me. This must be the chest. If we made it this far, the rest is going to be a piece of cake. Seems like we got a little breathing room at least. Let's pay close attention to this battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. Several bonuses which can be allotted to turns. Turn bonuses have the same effect regardless of whether they are allotted to ally or foe. Using S breaks to ignore the battle order makes it easy to jump in and strip an enemy of their turn bonus. Okay. These icons indicate the bonuses allotted to the battle order. If a bonus icon appears next to a character's icon, they will receive that bonus. Got it. Heal, steppeth up indicates the effect of each icon. Okay. Steppeth up. Alright, so I'm going to attack the living snot out of this guy right here. And I missed. Wow. Let's speed up the flow of time here. Nice. So now he's going to get 2 actions in. Sweet. Alright. Go down. Oof. Okay. Let's get rid of that rat. One less character on the field. We're going to use an item here. on me.
We're good to go.
And it's a good thing I did. And that's the round. Nice.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Small box times 2. Oh, that's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. The fact that there's just not one, but 2 is kind of interesting, too. I wonder what's inside. Remember, Estelle, our mission is to search and retrieve only. I'm pretty sure looking inside those boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective. No fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with a teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Yep, opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. And as long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know you're right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself. If you absolutely have to know what's inside, why not ask Miss Scherazard when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here. Alright. Onward. Is this where the heal was? No, that was in the box. Definitely need to give ourselves a bit of a heal. Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Handed over the boxes? Yep, they're the real deal, alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. I figured she would try and set us up like that. Congratulations to the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't think that something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, sure, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now. Let's get back to work. You two still have some things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you just say we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you're both tired, but there's no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is this day going to be over? Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed. It seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal. Back at the Bracer Guild. Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild branch, and as you already know by now, Aina is in charge here at the Berlin branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you go ahead and report the results of today's training? Report. Okay. Report. Woohoo! Good job, you two. It seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note of is that depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you will receive. You will also accumulate points, which are known as BP, Bracer Points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a Bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in rank as a Bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of a Junior Bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 1.
please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. The amount of Mira and BP you will receive will also be recorded in your bracer notebooks, so please have a look sometime later on. Well, all that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Aina, and sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it. Training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? And knowing Shara, it'll involve a whip. Really? He's familiar with Shara's whip, huh? Ladies. Let me say it again. Good work, you two. You have now officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you will be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then, Scherazard holds out 2 small boxes. Aren't those the ones that... In answer to your question, yes. These are the boxes you received during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. Are you saying that it's okay if you open them? That's right. Well, I want the both of you have a look and see what's inside. Sweet! Alright, let's have a look. Estelle and Joshua with the boxes. Junior Bracer emblem. Ooh, this crest is... So this means that we're... Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright, beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome into the fold. You hear that, Josh? We become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a bracer now, huh? I think the realization is only now just beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. I'm not going to scream if she does. Look at us now, world. We did it. I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt these celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. You understand? You've been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise. I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara. Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of a bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father Cassius trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. And there she goes. Excellent Shara stage left. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Scherazard, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who is always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no-good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry and head home. We shall let Dad know that we qualified as junior bracers. Right! Onward! Is there any work? Nope. Over here? Nope. Do I want to talk to you? Sure. I'm not going to read all of like the NPC text, like only the main plot point stuff, so don't worry about that.
Oh, you scamps.
Ladies.
Let's see what we got here. So apparently those things aren't things I can equip. Alright. Let's take a look at our orbment here. Might be able to unlock things, but first let's look around town here a little bit more. Ooh, with a clock tower. Ooh, how are you? Alright, well, we've climbed up here. Is there anything for me to do up here? No, maybe, yes, no, my spot. Alright, down we go. And out we go. I was told that Z and C wrote to... Ah, there we go. Okay. Hotel Roland. It's a way out to the north, but I don't think we want to go there. Way out that way, I don't think we want to go there. It's a bar. I don't think we need to go there. Yeah, we should head home, so we're going to have to go out south. Oh, that newspaper. Slipped my mind, too. Hyper Bracer Estelle from now on. She's got delusions of grandeur. Queer Alicia, huh? Oh. A recipe book. Ah, okay. Recipes. Oh, that's a nifty way to do it. I wish I could do that. Just eat a food and instantly know its recipe. Aha, okay. Okay. Excellent. Alright, we'll move on here. So let's head back home and tell Dad that we became bracers. Uh-oh. Something wrong? You seem to be quite in a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Oh, yes he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Roland. You mean the Tower of Esmelas? Isn't the place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? Well, that's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Scherazard is out on other breeds for business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Josh, you and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The two of you only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respect, I believe that Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I will take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of these children. Roger that. Understood. The Esmelis Tower can be reached by taking the western path at the junction along the Malga Trail. You can get onto the Malga Trail through Roland's northwestern gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. Northwestern. Don't have any time to lose. Right behind you. Okay. Northwestern gate. Malga Trail. Kill it! Sweet.
Piece of cake.
Well, that was our first real fight. Good job on that one.
Come on.
Ow. Goodbye.
Piece of cake.
Oh, that's not good. Always try to take... Oh! I always try to take as many monsters off the field as I can. Finish this.
All right, we're good to go.
We need to heal. Actually, let's attack this plant. See if we can get to level 2 before we have to... Ow!
Here I come.
Sweet. Goodbye.
We're good to go.
Testing, testing.
I can hear you.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Good. Good. And yourself?
I'm doing okay. I just downloaded Discord and trying to get the feel for it.
Well, glad you're using it. Currently streaming a game called Legend of Heroes.
Is it on Twitch or something?
Yes, it is. You can watch it at gsch.info/Twitch.
Okay. Hope I'm not disturbing anybody.
Alright, so I gotta use a reviving bulb. I gotta get her up. And she's up. Good.
gshinfo.twitch.com.
gsch.info/Twitch.
Oh, gsch.info. I got it. Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to run. My health is pretty low. Huh. I hope I get a healing place here soon. I am not in good condition right now. I think she said take the northwest path. Yes. I hope we can find a healing area. Oh, need healing. Did I find those little rats? It looks like I found the tower. Looks like we've come all the way to Esmelis Tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail, so do you think they wandered inside? It's quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. It looks like we'll need to hurry. Right. Any healing here? You would think that right outside they would have some sort of healing thing. A healing spring or something. Oh, nope. Looks like I gotta go inside. First floor of the tower. Ah, there's those little scamps. Alright, let's see if we can find them. But I gotta find a place to heal. Nothing. Oh, I really need to heal, guys. Oh dear. Hopefully it's just 3. At least that's 1 off the field. Oi!
Not now.
Oi!
I'm sorry.
I don't know how many times retrying this is going to help. Will it still give me 100? Yeah, okay, that might be enough.
Is this piece it?
Oi! Oi! This isn't good. See, I'm not used to save anywhere games, and that's a mistake. Let's see what I can do here. Craft. No. Art. Oh, I can heal myself. Well, duh. Well, that was stupid of me. Kids, don't move closer to the fight. This should end it. She's so close to the next level, too. She-devil. Uh-oh, what's this creeping in behind me? Hello. Oh, it's the dad. He came in and saved us. Dad, you came! I did. What the hell were you kids thinking? You lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. That's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad? What are you doing here? I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Aina. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching her back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So how about we head home, everybody? Can you boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Of course I was. I'm her father. Alright, everyone, let's get out of here. I'm in with you, Mr. Bright. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my pine. But why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide! That's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. Are we put back in town? Yes, we are. Okay. Seems like you've had quite a day. Dad, it's just unbelievable. The second we get back to Roland, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. The sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Woohoo! Nice. Junior Bracer 9th class. Aww. You did well for your first assignment. For the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I'll appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we'd better. I've still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on a second? I'd let her arrive for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? Letter to Cassius. I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches. As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberl isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zemurian continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets the letter, I'd appreciate it. So, with that being said, I think it's safe to say that I am past time that I should be playing this. I think this is a good place to stop. I'm going to save here. And I'm going to say thank you all for watching. I'll be picking this up at different points during the week. I'll be playing this as I come and go. This isn't going to be a regular scheduled stream, but it could happen again on Sunday evenings. So I hope you enjoyed this. This has been Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky Part 1. There will be more parts in the future, and I hope to see you next time. And welcome back, and I hope to see you next time on Smitty Streams. Bye-bye.